everyone, we're back. It's the Yorkshire Dolly Mixtures here again. Hope you haven't missed us too much.
We've been missing in action for a couple of weeks.
So today is the 19th of June, which in the, I do believe it's actually the whole world. It's not like Mother's Day that's separate, but it's Father's Day today. So happy Father's Day to those dads and mums out there as well, because some mums access dads. I know my mum did.
Yeah, well, my mum did as well, I suppose.
Yeah. So, anyway, whoa. Sorry, we've been missing in action. Some of us have not been very, very well. And as you can tell, I'm looking a little bit brighter. Am I not?
Yeah. Well, this is the first time I've seen you properly since France.
France. So, yeah, I've not been brilliant. But new meds. That's what we need.
Yeah.
Right. Where shall we start? Whips. What have you been working on?
Okay. So,
excuse me.
the last roll the dice before we went to France came out as number 1.
It did.
That was well remembered, Ali. So mine
if you hadn't
was...
remembered it, I've written it down.
Oh, well, that's good. I'm relying on my
memory.
Yeah, which isn't very good at the best of times. So my number 1 was Maggie the Messmaker. And I took her to France with me and didn't put a single stitch into it. But I did either end of France. So let's see where we got to. So there we go. Alrighty, so just a little bit at this side here where I've done the vase, and I've started, there's a little dog which is actually holds a tape measure.
Another dog? So you've got a dog in corner as well as another dog there?
Yeah, but the one under the table's a real dog.
Alright, okay, got you. So it's just like a stuffed...
Yeah, it's got a tape, look, I'll show you, look, there, see, tape dispenser, where's my specs? See it better. So, look, there it's there, and it's got a tape coming out.
It smells. So there, look, tape coming out of its mouth. Oh God, it's full of all sorts. Is that?
It's one of those things. It's Charles Versace, and it's one of those designs that the more you look at it, the more you see.
I just think confetti.
Funnily enough, there isn't a lot of confetti in it. I think the most annoying thing about the only confetti is this bit here on the wallpaper. That bit there. Sorry, look at it up there on the wallpaper and up there. That's the only confetti there is actually in this design, but there is a lot of half stitches. Some of them are done in 3 strands, some of them are done in 2 strands, some of them are done in blends. So yeah, so it's a bit frustrating, shall we say, sometimes, but I do enjoy working on it and it is a gorgeous design, so I'm going to keep going on with it, but obviously it's not going to come out again this year. So, but if I finish anything...
Well, I've got another idea for you later, but I'll go through that later.
All right, okay. So, yeah, so that's, this was number 1 that I only ended up doing a little bit of. But I did take another one to France with me. Hold on to that for me. Thank you.
Yes, Mum. Sorry. I have to tell you, we are not mother and daughter. Somebody actually commented on their own video that we were a mother and daughter duo from Yorkshire. We're not, but we're actually friends. There is only 9 years between us, so there's no way we can be mother and daughter on this earth. So yeah, we're just good friends
That
that
close
live
to
in
each other.
Yorkshire. I'm from Yorkshire. Alice from Glasgow. But my heart is in Scotland.
So
Yeah.
is mine.
Because my father is Scottish, and so I do have a lot of sort of like ties up there. But that's why I like to go to Scotland.
And all my ties are still in Scotland, so I don't know, maybe one day I'll go back.
Well, you will do in your nursing home.
Is my nursing home going to be close to where you're going to be living?
Yeah, because we need to continue with these,
Oh,
don't we?
yes, of course, right, okay. So the next time you're up there, which I presume is going to be August, you're going to be looking for a nursing home for me then?
Well, you and in-laws.
Oh, great. So anyhow, and can I just say to the person that said that we were mother and daughter, check your facts out first, because you never know when you're going to upset somebody by making assumptions. Anyhow, this is what I worked on most of the time in France, and it's the Peacock.
It is.
And
it looks like a peacock now.
it actually looks a bit like a peacock. Unfortunately, while I was working on it, I noticed I'd gone wrong a bit, so I had to frog a bit and then stitched up a bit, and then I realised I'd gone wrong again. So it's been in and out.
There was one entire evening she just spent frogging.
Yeah, I spent one day stitching and one evening frogging. But yeah, there's a lot of thread floating about there. But that's what I worked on when we were in France. And it was nice, and it was sitting out in the sunshine. The lighting wasn't very good inside the sheet, so I found it difficult to stitch inside, and also the sofas weren't very comfortable for someone who has back problems. So I think there was one evening I sat in the kitchen and
That's the evening you were sat on Picton.
yeah.
You were sat on a high stool.
Yeah. So, and was it last Saturday? Or Saturday before? I can't remember. Roll the dice.
A Saturday before.
Saturday before, so we're 2 weeks in and I've done absolutely.
Yes.
So yeah. So we did the roll the dice not long after we got back from France, and this time number 6. Oh, was it 6? 6. I knew it was either 6 or 8. I'd had my instructions, but I didn't even need to flip it.
Although some people think you did.
Yeah, some people think I did. I didn't really.
She didn't sound
So
it, really. She didn't.
number 6 of mine is honeybees. I don't know if you can see that properly. And unbelievably, I'm quite close to a finish on this, so people keep telling me.
You are. You've hardly any to do on it.
That's where I've got to on this.
So you've got just where it says flowers underneath, don't you?
Yeah, I've just got to finish off. I've got to come down this side here and finish off the bottom end of the flower and the bottom of the frame. And then it says flowers at the bottom, just there. So yeah, not a lot to do. Got stuff falling about all over the place. So yeah, that's what I've been working on for the last 6 weeks or so.
Yeah.
Because it's a month since we went to France, isn't it?
Yeah. It is. So do you want to see what I've been working on?
Oh, go on then. Why not?
Okay. So number 1 to stretch over was an Orphan Dull. So I managed to get, because last time you saw it, I'd just had this bud done and those, oh, here she goes again. sets of leaves. So we've got the flowers there, started that, and I've added that there. So believe it or not, I haven't done a lot of stitching, due to circumstances, mainly being ill. But yeah, so I'm really pleased with how that's coming along. Then we in France, I was doing Redbirds Sampler, which is that one.
I like that one.
Now, I'm still not over keen on colours. That's why I haven't done anything since I got back on this. But that's as far as I got.
I like the colours. I think they're really bright and yeah. Like the flowers there. This little bit here is lovely. But then that is quite pale, isn't it?
Yeah.
In comparison to the rest of it, because the rest of it, like the reds and the blues go well together, and the reds and the greens go well together.
But there is a few of those flowers dotted around. So you've got mainly in the.
Oh yeah.
Look,
Wonder if you could maybe do a darker shade.
a pink.
Yeah.
Anyway, and it's all in the called for. Oh, and it's on 40 count cafe au lait. So that's as far as I got in Scotland.
In France.
Mainly because it was too hot.
It's very hot.
And I was becoming unwell. So it turns out.
Yeah.
So did that. Then when we came back, I did more of this. Let's just get it out of the, which is
Villainy.
yeah,
Spirit of Villainy.
Villander. Yeah, that's the one. Spirit of Villander. And this in 5-4 finish, you know.
I love the thread that you're
Yeah.
using for that.
This Silks for You. So I've done quite a bit. So I did a bit more of the alphabet going across the top. Oh,
Yeah, looks good.
I have done quite a bit on that one.
It's a very stylised alphabet, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think with that Silks for You thread, it just really does it good. Right, there we go. Look. Shades of blues and purple, white, lilac, a bit green as well, I would say as well.
A little bit.
A little bit. So that's that one. I had to put my bag for that one. Was it in a bag?
No, it was on your
It's over
cue
there,
stuff.
that's why. Right, then yes, I started that before I went to Scotland. Right, so fun time. It is tapestry in teal, and it is on my iBooks. Come on. Why do things never do as they're
Just
told?
talk amongst yourselves whilst you're talking.
No, it's not on my iBooks.
What's it on?
It's on my Kindle, and I don't know where my Kindle is. And it'll need charging. That's how I know I haven't done it since Scotland. So hope you're all still there. I'm boring her. Oh, it's not bringing it up. Oh, Google it. It's Northern Expression Needleworks.
Okay.
Don't laugh at me.
I'm not laughing at you.
You are. So I started this. It's a big one. It's very, very big. But I'm doing it in blues. I mean, this fabric.
I like that fabric.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I started it anyway. There we go. Who is it?
Fabric.
It is Extrude.
Oh, is it?
And
okay.
it is Rocky Mountain.
Okay.
40 count, as always. And it will cover the whole piece. It's massive. This piece is 30 by 27 and it'll only just fit. So it's a big one. Hence the reason why it's on the Q set there. Then, the day before I rolled the dice, we were supposed to go to Scotland. But on the Thursday, one of my cats took really ill. So we didn't go to Scotland on Friday. She was still at the vet's. And then unfortunately, on the Saturday morning, she fell asleep in my house. She was not good. She was the youngest of our two cats. She was the daughter of Millie, who was the other cat. So poor Belle. If you're on my Instagram, you will have seen that I did announce it on there. So we lost one of our cats the day we went to Scotland, which was a bit heartbreaking. But I'd said to Alan before we went, I'm taking roll the dice. Whatever comes out, whether it's number 6 or not, I'm doing it. And I'm going to do it in the memory of Belle. And number 6 come out.
And I didn't even fudge it because it fell off the table onto the chair.
Did?
And it was a 6.
It did. It did.
It did. It really did.
So,
if you're a member of Yorkshire Stitchers, you'll be able to watch the video.
But it did. It did, Sandy. Sandy reckons it was fudged. So, we're doing Christmas Garden by Blackbird Designs. Now, it's still on Q set. Let me take it off.
Oh, what was that?
That was my threads.
Okay.
And my new hot box.
Oh, yeah.
Got that, didn't you?
Yeah, got that from France.
Oh, just pulled all my needles off.
I love how it says, you bought it in France and it says designs in Lincolnshire, England. Made in China.
Made in China. Good grief.
Oh man, can't we do these things ourselves in this country?
Well, you'd think so, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Rather than relying on
Because
China.
we're losing all of our craftspersons. Because all the stuff like that is going
China.
abroad. Yeah, because it's cheap.
China or India.
Yeah.
So that's where I got to on that. So we've got to that side of the border, and believing it, the border's at that side as well. So I managed to, and that is the middle. So I did quite a bit in Scotland. I ain't done anything since I came back. Look at that. Isn't that lovely?
Colours in it, they're very subtle, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're all very sort of pale.
There's only 4 colours in there.
Yeah.
So
But they're nice.
yeah.
And the classic colourworks and sampler threads cast.
So I'm quite pleased with that one. And that's for my baby. My baby Belle.
Yeah.
her name was Belle, but because we had her from a kitten, she was only 7 when she passed away. I always called her baby Belle. And her mum's only 18 months older than her. And she was completely lost.
Yeah.
Completely lost. She was crying and everything. But there we go. The last thing you want to hear is a cat crying.
I know.
So, but yeah, so it's in that book. So I did that. Then when I came back from, oh thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, ta. What would I do without my mum? Sorry. You know I can't help it.
She's going to get a slapping in a minute.
Oh, I think it's hilarious. Left that out of its bag as well. On that.
My initial reaction to that was, where's my hair dye?
Yeah. I messaged her and said, somebody thinks we're mother and daughter. What the? Where's my hair dye? Oh. So the other night, as I said, I've not been very well over the last few weeks. Hopefully we're turning. New medication for my diabetes, which seems to be helping. And I picked up this and I started it for the Black Sampler month in November and not touched it since. And it's a Whilst Iris Naps designs. It's one that she's done herself and I've nearly finished it. There we go. So
I think it's lovely.
yeah,
I really do. I like it.
And it's on an Exude fabric, but I can't remember what colour it is. And it's 40 count. But I've just got that bottom bit to do, which is, where's my phone again? Oh, I thought you did, didn't it then?
Me?
Hey, my sweet innocent. Go on. That's what we want. I don't know if you can see that. Oh.
That's not going to make it bigger, is it? That's it.
That's it. So I've just got that row of numbers to do, the love hearts and the date. I'm going to amend the date to 2022 because obviously I didn't finish it in 2021.
Yeah.
So I'm going to amend the date, but I managed to finish all that off and do that last lot of alphabet and row.
So you did quite a lot last night then? Yeah,
I did quite a lot last night. I finished that. I started the alphabet yesterday.
Yeah.
And then finished it all off last night. So I'm really pleased with that. I think it's dead cute. That look nice. And as always, I didn't centre my fabric. And oh, look at that at the bottom. I've started centering my fabric a bit more, especially with that.
I always centre mine, always.
Especially with that Christmas garden one. I started that spot on in the middle, so I knew I'd get my fabric right. But yeah, I like that.
I like it.
So either tonight or tomorrow night that should be finished, and we'll have a finish for you next time. So
yeah, I must admit I've not been doing as much. I can't speak today.
It's strange. It's normally me
stitching as Ellie has. We both do other things apart from stitching, and I had bought some wool for a new crochet along, which started in January, and I thought it would help me along when I get out of hospital. I was in hospital just a couple of days before Christmas, and I get out on New Year's Eve, and I thought, right, I need stuff to do when I'm in the house, and I thought, well, I can do this crochet along, and I completely lost my mojo, didn't I?
You carry on talking.
Okay.
Do you know why?
Why?
Because Millie's trying to get through that door.
Oh, is she? Oh, but let her in. I've got this wool, and as I say, I lost my mojo for everything. Hello, darling. So I've recently picked it up just in the last couple of weeks, and I've done finished the first part last night. But I also go to a quilting class once a week, and for once I'm actually following through with the monthly project. So I've been busy with that as well.
You have, yeah?
Yeah, so I've been doing other things apart from stitching. Plus the fact I've been watching a lot of tennis. I was off this week for the tennis, so been watching that. And
yeah, keep watching Queens, won't you?
Yeah. I'll get another week off next month for Wimbledon. Hello,
there we
Millie.
go, we've got a visitor.
Hello, darling. Hello,
It's
sweetheart.
our lovely Millie. She isn't, sorry, the cat even speak again. She isn't black, she's just tortoiseshell. Aren't you, darling? Yeah. And
She's
so
got
as
quite
Belle
short
was short tortoiseshell as well.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
When she's on camera, you normally get to see her rear end.
Yes.
She likes showing all my stitchy friends her bum.
Not seen you for a while, have I? Yeah.
So,
You're going to sit between us
but
then?
she's
Yeah.
definitely missing baby Belle.
Yeah.
But there we go.
Okay.
So
You make yourself comfortable.
yeah, she will do. Did you get any haul? Silly question.
Haul.
Acquisitions, purchases.
No. The only thing I bought was when we were in France. And I got some bobbin needles. And
So
the
did
new,
I.
and the new handbag.
Oh yeah, you've got a new handbag, didn't you?
Because they kept on at me saying, because my normal handbag is getting a bit past it, and they were all saying to me, you're not taking that to France with you.
Did you just say a bit past it?
I've had it a
What
while.
past it?
Probably had it for about...
Did you say
16
it was
years.
a Valentine's present from an ex?
Yeah,
So you'd had it a long time.
yeah, it was the year after my mum died. I got that and a bottle of perfume.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, so anyway, they kept on at me about getting a new handbag, and then when we were in, it was in Chalet, I think, the day we went to the market.
To the market.
And we found this little shop that had some embroidery threads in, and wool, and various other bits and bobs.
The price of the DMC.
Yeah, it was even more expensive than it is here.
To say it was France, and they make it in France. It was extortionate. We just laughed us way out of the shop.
But I went back in and bought a bag.
Yeah.
And so did Sandy, didn't she?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah. But the bag was lovely. So it's very me. So yeah. So that's the only thing I've bought really.
Okay.
I haven't bought anything else.
Yeah.
I haven't had the money.
Oh yeah, there was
Everything's gone up.
So, do you remember when we were in France I said I bought a new journal?
Yes.
There we go.
It's pretty, isn't it? I like that.
And I need to put all my stitching stuff into this. I really do. So we can keep a note of what we've done.
Sorry.
Bless you. And things like that.
Did that pen come with it?
No, it didn't.
No,
It's my pen. I've got that. Look, I've got a pink as well.
Sorry.
Bless you.
Oh dear me.
Is it hay fever?
Yeah.
Not COVID?
No. Not been out anywhere to get COVID. It's definitely hay fever.
And for those that wanted to have a closer look at my bowing scissors, Because I noticed the picture wasn't very good.
Yeah, we could not when we were in France. We